What is your secret to working hard during the week, making the most of the weekend?
The best things to see, to do, and to eat in Korea on the weekends. We've got it all for you on
What's Up Weekend?
with Alex.
You know what this upbeat, jolly, almost whimsical music means? It's Friday, and
Yeah.
Alex is in the
I
studio.
am. I'm right here.
Here he is, just like a magician. A puff of smoke came and you appeared.
We need to do that.
That would be fantastic. Do you know any magic, by the way? Were you into
I was
it
about
when
to
you were
say,
little?
I was about to lie and no, I don't know any. I know a couple of card tricks that
Okay.
you can, you can pull on kids.
Yeah, not adults as
Yeah,
easily.
a couple of card tricks.
Were you not at any point in your youth like a magic enthusiast? I went through a phase for about a year and a half where I was so into it. I bought the magic sets. I tried to work on my hand skills and
Yeah,
stuff.
I always thought it would be cool to do, but I never was an enthusiast.
Okay, I'm gonna have to unleash some magic on you.
I'm ready.
Maybe on the show
Make
one
me
time.
disappear.
Yeah, I can't do that, but I can get close. I can make a cup disappear. So if I have a cup and a tablecloth next time, we'll do a little Friday magic show, perhaps. What have you been up to over the past week, Alex? Anything interesting and fun?
I've been just staying healthy, I guess.
I've told the listeners on Monday, I think it was, there was some hashtag and I was saying congratulations to you for your alcohol-free
Oh, yeah.
drive that I didn't know you were on until we went out for a drink on Friday.
You didn't know that?
I didn't know.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It must have gone over my head or something.
That's funny, actually.
Because I knew you're going to the gym regularly with
Yeah.
the CrossFit and stuff, but it's all part of a healthy lifestyle.
It is. So it's about a 2-month challenge I got going on, about
Wow.
a month so far, and I've been trying to get in shape. Mm-hmm. So, I've been masking up, going to the gym, been riding bikes, and eating healthier.
Nice.
And this week we have a fun video shoot on Saturday.
Oh, what's that about?
It's going to be music related.
Oh, fantastic.
So we're going to work on that.
We've seen the teaser photos on your social media of the band.
So I've been like, oh man, this is it. So it's not like this is the moment of my life, but it's like, oh, this video will be online forever. I should get in shape, get my skin cleared up a little bit. So
Fantastic.
until tomorrow, I'm kind of just gun-ho on that.
Oh, wow. I'm looking forward to seeing that video project come to fruition. Our hashtag today is size,
Right.
Cookie. Is that part of your regime of healthy living to bulk up, to get bigger in size?
Oh
Maybe?
man, well, we can talk about that. No, yes. When I want to eat, the answer is yes.
Okay.
Because it's bulking, right? So if you eat enough calories to equal the amount you've spent,
Yeah.
and you exercise, your muscles will get bigger.
Uh-huh.
But when you're supposed to cut down, you eat less, and your muscles, if you do it right, your muscles stay the same, and your fat goes down.
Oh, that's got to be quite calculated
You
to
can't.
do it.
It's really hard to do both. You can't gain a lot of muscle while losing fat. While losing weight.
Okay.
While losing weight.
Oh, so that's kind of the paradox, and I guess you got to weigh things up. You got to put on a bit more weight, but muscle at the same time if you want to bulk up.
Yeah, if you want the size hashtag and everything, the most interesting thing about losing weight is when I'm actually a little bigger, have a little more fat on me,
Yeah.
the muscles, there's muscles and then the fat makes you look bigger.
Sure.
So I look stronger.
Yeah.
And then if I lose weight, everyone's like, are you okay? You look sick. Because it's really just everything going down.
All together.
So the strongest people look the smallest when they have their shirt on. And then they take their shirt off and they're like, oh.
You can see all the definition
Oh,
and
yeah.
just the muscles without fat. Yeah.
Yeah, our man Taeyong, right? Big Bang,
Oh, yeah.
has a shirt on, looks really small, really short.
Looks quite skinny.
Takes the shirt off, you're like, oh yeah, I can watch that, Noon Koip video a couple times.
Wowzers. Yeah, you are shocked, aren't you? Fantastic talk for size, Cookie. So keep your messages coming in with anything with your own size, or we've been asking people around you in the room you're in, what's the biggest and smallest thing? We've been getting interesting answers for that as well. And we'll get on to What's Up Weekend today. And I've been previewing it. We've kind of revamped it a little.
Yes.
So explain what we're going to do, Alex, to our listeners and what they have to do as well.
Well, we are still going to be talking about what you can do on the weekend, but the difference now is we're going back to our challenge style where I
Yay.
compete against Peter.
We
for
like that.
The best, we're basically your travel agency for the weekend. We give you the best options we've got for the category that we have decided upon,
Yep.
and then you get to choose which one you want to do.
Yeah, who are you going to sign up with? Travel Agent Pete or that
Travel
shady
agent,
character
shady
over
character.
there? Alex.
Rockstar Alex. Yeah, who are you going to hang out with?
Absolutely.
But the fun part is, because we've done this before, is as we know, the most important part of me and Peter's challenges
Yes.
is figuring out who the loser is.
That's all that matters, really.
So we may consider bringing back some punishments.
Absolutely. So bear that in mind as well. Who do you want to see punished? The host that you have to see every day who will give you stink eye 4 days a week?
No, stay with the content. Stay with the content. So that's what we're going to
Absolutely.
do. So it can be anything. It can be like 1-day classes. It can be mountains. It can be the beach. It can be...
A restaurant? A food genre maybe we could do as well one time?
Exactly. So any food vacation, anything. If you have any ideas, of course, send it in as well. But
Yeah.
we're going to go with the beach. Well, no, we're going to go with the ocean.
The ocean.
Not the beach,
Okay.
necessarily, the ocean today, and that's going to be today's theme.
All right, fantastic. So Alex is going to go first with his little presentation. Feel free to turn off if you like. I'm just kidding. No,
know,
let's play fair.
I mean, you can, whatever. If you're going to give me the victory anyway, you can vote for me whenever you would like.
Absolutely. We'll take your messages all throughout. Tell us what beaches and the ocean is like in your country. So Alex is going to present one ocean spot in Korea. We'll listen to a song. I'll do mine. And then we'll come back with the final vote and a bit more chit chat about oceans in Korea and across the world. Okay, so where is your number one? I'm assuming you've picked your favorite ocean place.
I've picked one of, I haven't picked my favorite per se, but
Okay.
I think it's the one where I can give you the most unique,
Ooh.
the most interesting, make
Okay.
it different, because, you know, everyone knows where I would go. I'd go surfing or something,
Sure.
but I want to do something a little different,
Okay.
focus on the views, on the food, and let me just take you on to the KTX first. We get in, hop in from Seoul. It's a 2.5-hour ride. You get your Korean...
Quite expensive, isn't it?
It's a little bit, but you are... Are you playing dirty?
I am, absolutely.
But you use that time very wisely because you are going to be practicing your Busan Saturi.
Okay.
Pamungna. I don't even know how to do it. But
Have you eaten? Fantastic.
and then you get down there and you settle in a little bit
Okay.
and you head to a place called Cheongsapo.
Cheongsapo. I love Busan and I've been multiple times. I don't think I've been to Cheongsapo. Maybe not the number
Because
one beach, right?
It's because you've got to really understand the ins and outs of travel in Korea to know this.
Okay, so tell us about it.
So this is considered one of the 12 scenic views of the Haeundae area, and it's actually a really beautiful spot. So if you're walking in this area, there's a couple of things that you will notice. Number one, of course, the ocean. You've got the beautiful ocean. It is a rock beach, so you are talking about views, not the swimming here.
Okay.
And there's a couple of different activities you can do, but I'll save the best for last. Of course, the first thing you'll see, it's the lighthouses. And the lighthouses are there for the picture-perfect views for your
It's not just one lighthouse as well, is
Instagram.
it?
Nope, multiple lighthouses. You walk out there, there's a red one, there is a white one,
Wow.
and it's a great stroll in the middle of the day. And you know what? You're going to want to do the skywalk next because you got to go out to the ocean and go, you know, it's about like, 50 meters or something out over the water. You enjoy
Wow.
that little walk. Yeah, I know it is a wow, isn't it?
That is nice. It's like a little pier. I mean, there's nothing on it like restaurants or shops like you might have in the West.
You are trying. You're like,
No.
But there's no restaurants on the pier. Don't worry, we'll get to those.
But I'm on board. No, the walkway, that's cool. It's not got glass bottom, but you can look over the edges and everything, right?
Exactly. You're able to get out over the water. It's a very blue, kind of almost emerald ocean out there. And since it is during the day, you're going to spend the whole day out here. What I would recommend is a cafe that has a beautiful rooftop view, which has a similar name, so it's easy to find. But it's got a beautiful rooftop view. In fact, I did have an American-style brunch there,
Oh.
and I have a picture of that looking over the ocean.
Oh, wow. Is that in the Cheongsapo area?
That is looking out over the crystal clear water.
That does look lovely.
That's a fourth story at a cafe there. You've got a nice kind of lemony drink out there. Plus, you've got the salad, you've got bananas, you've got bacon, you've got eggs, sausage.
Traditional Korean brunch, right?
Traditional. But it's a beautiful cafe, and you've got, of course, every other coffee drink you can think of that's out there as well. Tea, if if you're like me, I guess.
I should correct myself as well, because that walkway does have some glass on it, doesn't it?
There is a little bit on the side as you get out there. So you're able to look down, but it's not the same as like a pure glass bottom one. But there is a little bit where you can look down. I prefer it for the view looking out.
Is that free to walk on? Because it doesn't look like there's like a ticket admission centre or something. It just looks like it's built onto the pathway around the coast. I believe it looks like it's free of charge.
Yeah, so, I mean, I'm just telling you, this is a great place to go to and really enjoy.
How far is this from like Haeundae and stuff? It doesn't look like it's next to it or anything, like you'd walk from Haeundae.
Which is perfect because you get away from the crowds, and that's what's really important there.
That's true, Haeundae does get crowded.
We took a taxi there. I believe it was like maybe 10, 12 minutes or something. It wasn't too far. It's not like you're going to walk there. But you know how Haeundae is like, there's like a mountain kind of toward the, I guess, the east side, a little bit, like a small mountain.
You can't really see what's past that.
Yeah, you kind of go around that mountain and then you end up there.
Oh, yeah, I've seen the photo now. So it's looking back at Haeundae, which does look very close, just maybe over that mountain slash hill. Is there some things to eat around that area? That brunch is there?
That is the best part. So yeah, we had the brunch, but what you really want to do is get that chogaegui at the end. And there's a restaurant that we went to that it's got like the open windows looking over the water, so the breeze coming in. And this clam oyster restaurant here, what you can do is, of course, you cook it over the fire, but you add like the cheese on top of it. Have you ever had that?
Quite delicious.
It is really good, right?
Yeah.
So you add the cheese as you're cooking it. It melts. It's the perfect combination. At the very end, you have this like rice, cheese, cut up oyster mixture that becomes like a bibimbap, like a mixed rice thing at the very end that gives you the nice taste of the ocean as you're watching the sunset.
That is a beautiful scene to think about. It looks like a bit of a more lazy seaside destination.
Not lazy.
Okay.
Laid back.
Laid back.
Use the right wording so I can win this
Wasn't deliberate, I promise. We're going to listen to a song. We'll be back with my destination as well. And then it's time for you, the listener, to decide. If you feel like Alex has won already, you can start voting. We'll take those into account. But Skull and Haha is coming up next. This is the perfect song, Busan Vacances. And that brings us nicely to part 2 of What's Up Weekend with Alex, our revamped version, where we want you guys to vote after I've presented my destination to do with the ocean and choose a winner and I guess by default choose a loser as well for a potential punishment.
Make sure you vote for the winner.
Okay.
The one you want to do.
Yes, don't vote for the loser.
Yeah.
That'll really show your true colours. We got some messages coming in. Sci-Fi Kimmy says, the ocean is far from me. I'm in the middle of the US. But I travel a lot, so I've been to the Atlantic and Pacific Oceans many times. I've been to the opposite side of the Atlantic in Europe, but I've never been to the opposite side of the Pacific in Asia, but I would love to one day. Wow, America, the whole continent, north and south, that is quite unique in that it's got both. The Atlantic and the Pacific.
We're just chilling on both sides right there. That is true.
That's amazing. I never thought of it like that. Do Americans see those as very different?
Oh, yeah.
I'd assume the oceans, they're just oceans.
I would say the same for Canada. I've been to Vancouver and PEI as well. But in America, the waves, the sunset, the dreams, California, that's what it is.
Okay.
The mountains out there as well. Seattle, beautiful. Portland, very chill. But then when you go to the East Coast is kind of like that vacation for us Midwesterners. People from the middle parts of America too. It's a little bit less expensive, but you still got nice white sandy beaches. The waves aren't as high.
Okay, so it's a bit calmer.
Yeah.
I think of Florida when I think of that side of things. Maybe.
Florida. So I got a message actually here. Joshua said, being in the Midwest, we only have man-made beaches off of the lakes, so I haven't experienced much of the beaches except for Boracay in the Philippines
nice.
and Daytona Beach in Florida.
Oh, Daytona. There used to be that arcade game where you'd race around doing NASCAR. I used to love that.
Yeah, so for me, it was North Carolina beaches.
Okay.
And so a lot of people go to South Carolina, North Carolina. I went to Maryland beaches a few times.
Are they nice and sandy then?
Yes, very much so. It's a very sandy coast. That's a great part about America is it's really sandy beaches almost everywhere you go.
Oh, wow.
Florida is nice. It's got interesting reputation sometimes.
There's always some odd news coming out
Always
of Florida,
some odd
isn't
news
there?
coming out of Florida.
I'd also like to just point out that Alex said, it's great in the US with all the sandy beaches, but Cheongsapo is not sand, okay? So is it not great? You work that out. Just pointing that out, okay?
Oh, so quick reaction before you get started then. What did you think about it?
Your presentation. Well, I've never been to Cheongsapo, so I'm really glad that you brought that in because I like going to new places. So maybe I would even vote for you today because obviously I've been to the one I'm going to talk about.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
But it does look a bit, like you said, laid back. I said lazy, but when I was looking at the photos there, it's not like some built up area with loads of entertainment facilities and like KTX station or anything like that. If you want something a bit quieter, like you said, avoiding the crowds. And I like that walkway, that skywalk. That looks good. And I'm a big fan of Chogegui on the sea.
Oh,
You can imagine it's very fresh, that it's just been caught, right?
I just can't get it in Seoul. I got to do it in maybe like, I don't know, places like Busan or Daebudo or something.
Maybe Daebudo. Great segue. Thank you. High five. So my destination is much closer. I've done a little search for Cheongsapo. If you left from here, right here, this seat, to get there now by public transport would be 4 hours, 50 minutes.
You sure that's not biking? Is it that far?
That's taking the KTX even.
But it's all right. You're getting a hotel on the beach. But I'll let you go. I'm sorry.
Okay.
I'll let you go.
And then from here to Daebudo in the car is 56 minutes. If you went by public transport, so I don't want to cheat, it's an hour and 43 minutes.
Oh man, only going half the amount of time, but you go like a tenth of the distance. What's the point?
That's a good argument. I'll accept it. So Daebudo is one of the islands on the west coast, and it's very close, relatively speaking, to Seoul. And when there's no traffic, like I said, maybe 50 minutes, and it's connected by a big long bridge, which is not really a bridge. It's like a seawall that you drive over to get there. I assume you've been to Daebudo.
I'm trying to remember.
No?
Yeah, I've been to Daebudo, or was it Yeongheung-do? They're both really cool islands out there. I think the last time I went, I believe, was Daebudo.
Okay. And Daebudo is like one of the biggest out there. And at some points, it's really close to the mainland. So some people might not consider it a proper island, but it is. And the place I'm going to introduce is called Pangamori Haesuyokjang, or the beach at Pangamori. And it's as soon as you get off that seawall bridge, you hit that spot. And when you go on the weekends, that seawall is a lot of traffic.
Oh, yeah.
You may be sitting in there. So I will say that you'll have to take some snacks in the car, have some air conditioning.
It is nice on the way, though. Isn't that where you can kind of go, you take that walk out to the island if you stop at the cafe? There's like a cafe halfway there, right?
Yeah, there's a big service station with a viewing tower as well.
Yeah.
Thanks for helping me sell this, Alex.
crud.
Brilliant. And so once you get there, it's kind of a relief that you don't have to drive in the island, because in the island, there's not too many big roads, so it takes you a bit of time to get to pensions and stuff like that. As soon as you hit the island, you go to the car park, which is free as well if you've got your own car, and then you're faced with this long beach area. And it's much more built up than Cheongsapo. So if you're looking for something less busy, then you'd probably go for Alex's. But this has all those restaurants like built up on the coast. Right. And there's no road between them. It's straight onto the path and then the beach itself.
Oh, you're trying to get people in trouble. Is a little bit dangerous this time of. I don't know.
The thing about this beach though is you've got to be careful with the tides, because when the sea goes out, it's a mud flat. Right. And if you wanted to swim, you'd have to walk through maybe 700 meters of mud, and you're getting like squelching along. But what it's good for then is catching the shellfish that Alex was talking about eating.
That is fun.
Have you done the long razor shells where you sprinkle salt and they pop out?
I have.
That's a unique experience.
I think, just what do you call it? Clamming? I don't know the word. Is that it?
Maybe. And you don't need any equipment. You can rent it all there for a reasonable price, all the like shovels and stuff.
That is nice. That's a fun activity. Like that's if you want to, I'll give it to you. If you want to be a little more active, maybe you would choose Peter's Place.
And then when the tide comes in, and I went this past weekend and the tide was in, it's wonderful for swimming for the kids because it's very shallow, because it's a mud flat.
Yeah.
Doesn't get deep. And you can just rent a little tube, a little rubber ring, and sit in that on the little waves. And you can set up tents on this beach. That's fine. You know, some beaches, they have the parasols there already. This one's just sandy when the tide is in to a certain extent. And we set up our tent, and then you can be there the whole day not spending much money.
It is pretty fun when the tide comes in and you're not really racing, you're not running, but the tide comes in really quickly, right? As it comes in, and so I was gonna say the kids, but I like it. I think it's fun to kind of outrace it too and try to get back to the shore in time.
Seeing a few people this weekend setting up their tents too close to the sea, and they got flooded by the tide coming in. I felt bad for them, but
Newbies. Newbies.
They definitely are. And the other things you can do on that coast, there's paragliding because it's pretty windy. They've got, in Jeju-do Island, there's those big wind turbines, the big windmills. They've got one right at the corner of this beach, and so you can see that, but you can also see people flying kites and doing the paragliding there.
Sounds really dangerous if you put it together like that.
With the big windmill, they'd fly into it. Yeah, don't do that, perhaps. But yeah, my favourite thing is the food again. Like you said, instead here, it's the 바지락 칼국수. So the little clam, knife noodles, the flour noodles. What I did this time, because we had the tent set up, I got it to take away.
Ooh.
And it only took like 10 minutes for them to prepare. And then you have those kalguksu on the beach in your tent.
It's pretty good.
With a pajeon as well, which is the Korean savory pancake. And that restaurant was literally, 5 minutes walk, and it's been there for 56 years or something. So this is a photo I wanted to show you of the kids on the beach.
It's a family photo?
Yeah. And so
which one are you?
I'm the one in the yellow hat. I look much younger, very photographic. And you can see on the background, there's cafes and restaurants on the beach there, and all the tents as well. And then if we cycle to the next photo too, you can see down towards the windmill in the background.
Ooh.
Not many people, and really shallow, so you can literally lie in the water as the waves come in. I will say the water doesn't look as blue and clean as Busan.
A little dirtier, right?
It is muddy.
And that's what you're voting on, the cleanliness of the water.
Absolutely not. And then at night time, this is the view. And you can see there, you've got the 사회적 거리두기, so keeping social distancing. Those were really well maintained. And that's the mud flats. The water goes really far out.
Yeah.
And then the other thing to do is a bit of fireworks on the beach at night. Some sparklers that you buy at the Pyeongjam, literally on the shore, the convenience store.
That is kind of fun.
Yeah, don't burn your hands, though. My kids did one time.
Also a reason not to vote for it if it's dangerous.
Dangerous. If you want to live on the edge, vote for me.
Vote now. Vote now. Choose your favorite spot.
Okay, so is it going to be Pangamori Beach at Daebu-do Island, or...
Well, you can write down Busan so it's easy to remember, but Cheongsa-po.
Okay, so just vote Peter, Alex. You can do that.
That works.
We'll top up the votes on YouTube, V Live, via the website, and we will have a loser for a forfeit. And we'll read out some more messages later on. This one is Hyorin's CC 바다 보러 갈래. We're back for part 3 and What's Up Weekend with Alex. We're doing for the first time a little revamp here, a challenge. We're facing off today on the topic of oceans. Alex has bought in Cheongsa-po in Busan, a little less well known than Haeundae and places like that. I've bought in Pangamori Beach in Daebu-do, also very little known, I think, by tourists here.
Yeah.
But fantastic. Probably one of the best places
probably
in
second
the
best.
world.
Probably second best in Korea, I would say.
We're taking the votes, and at the moment, I can tell you it is neck and neck.
It is really close right now. If you have a vote for Alex or Peter, Busan, Daebu-do.
We're still taking them in. We'll read some more messages
we got one here from No name for Peter.
That still counts.
That
No
counts.
name does count. Absolutely.
Oh, no.
Why don't we read out some messages and we'll continue to tot up the votes as well. And the punishment our writers come up with is brilliant. It's all right. Are you punching me in the face?
I did.
Are we getting that?
You got to write down
into
no
things?
name here.
Okay. Yeah.
The
no
punishment
names
is
on mine.
what?
Our writer suggested we come in swimming attire next week. The
Ooh,
loser. So
that's fun.
could be what we call a rash guard or a
Vote
swimming
Alex.
top.
Vote Alex so Peter comes in
a swimming
in
hat,
a bikini or something.
goggles, a mankini.
One piece. Oh, we got another one here. Who's this?
She's already voted Tofu.
Oh,
or
already
he.
No
I'm not
name.
sure.
Okay, good. They've already voted.
We're going to close the voting in 2 minutes' time. But a message from Siska says, Cheongsa-po, when you were talking about it, and that cafe, Peter, you're in danger. And you also said, I've never really enjoyed the beach in Korea because I always came at spring or autumn, so maybe not the right weather. But I do miss Busan, Nampodong, Chagalchi, Haeundae, Gwangalli, Kamcheon, Seomyeon. You know Busan better than me. I've not
I
been to
think so.
most of those places. Usually it's Haeundae or Gwangalli. They're the big ones.
Those are
right?
the easy ones to get to. But if you're a pro, you take people elsewhere.
Yes, this is true. Alex is in the know today.
Kimmy says also like Florida and Carolina beaches. They're very different from like Maine and Massachusetts, even though it's the same coast. That's true. As you get further north, you get a little bit rockier. You do. Different vibe. Prettiest beach I've been to was in Hawaii on Maui. Oh,
Have you been to Hawaii?
I have. It's such a place.
Is
man.
it really that good?
It's that good.
All right.
It is that good.
I want to go. We've got Cam saying West Sea, so that's Tebudo. Thank you very much. And Sci-Fi Kimmy also adding, I just looked up Busan and just learned that Korean cities' areas have she after them, learning new things all the time.
There you go.
Yeah, you're right. The she is often attached there. We've got about a minute left of the voting to come in, and I can tell you it is a whisker.
It is a whisker.
At the moment. If you continue to vote, we'll keep them coming. Steve has voted online for Alex from the US. I think those national loyalties. That's that. You know, don't vote for who's from the same country as you. Vote for what you believe in.
Which happens to be both for someone from America.
This is
you
true.
have the freedom to decide who's on.
All right, the voting has finished.
Oh, no.
We're going to tot up the results. Raul, one more
we
message.
got one more from Nam.
Nam.
You get
vote for Peter on VLive. Nam, we love you so much, don't we? Our writers have been ignoring VLive, so they've got the incorrect result. We're going to have a drum roll, please, for today's winner. And the winner is, by a clear 2 or 3 votes, Peter! Thank you very much.
I should have shut down the VLive.
No.
Oh, no.
Thank goodness for VLive. Without it, I would have lost to the YouTube listeners. So I've got to say, YouTubers, what are you doing? Where's the loyalty?
I want to recount right now.
We
man.
only do VLive in hour number 2, but I give you my hour number 1 YouTubers. Seriously. I'm going to turn off YouTube. Let's just do VLive.
I think the producers are right. I don't know what this was. I need to recount for next week.
We will confirm the results, but as things stand at the moment, Rao, your voting is too late. Oh, that would have helped you as well. He was voting for you. Is that Alex is going to have to come in swimming attire to match this beach theme.
Oh my gosh.
Although next week we will have a different theme, obviously. So you'll look even more ridiculous not talking about beaches.
I'm looking right now. I'm like in my schedule. Please don't have a meeting right after this next week.
Please wear a swimming hat with goggles, because here...
I'll bring what I have.
I'll bring my swimming hat for you even.
Oh my gosh.
I'm that generous. Raul from Argentina, we've got time for a couple more messages. The beaches on the seaside here are too cold, but on the rivers there are some good places to go to. Oh, I guess because a lot of Argentina, when you go further south, it must be pretty chilly.
Right.
And here, I don't know, the peak summertime is when you go into the sea, but like even autumn, spring, not many people are dipping their feet into the ocean.
I really thought you were going for a pun there.
No.
When you're down by Argentina, it's a little chilly.
That would have been fantastic.
You got to go north for the Chile.
I'm not that clever. Just a last couple of words on our destinations. Much respect, Alex, to Chonsapo.
I tried to bring people to a new place that they could try out.
Yeah, and it's just around the corner from Haeundae. So like Alex said, if you want somewhere a bit quieter, go and take that in with that fantastic walkway with a bit of glass. I like that. What did you like most about the winning destination, Pangamori?
You know what? I didn't say this out loud. I just love how you can do a day trip out there. It's a quick trip.
Yeah.
Enjoy the beach. Come back same day. It's really nice.
We did it on Sunday. We decided at 1 p.m. that we were going to go. And then
That's amazing.
We were there by 3 and spent like 4 hours there. Social distancing, of course. We've got to re-emphasize that has to be done with masks on. Everyone was wearing masks unless they were in the sea.
Yeah.
And it was just real good fun. Thanks for coming in.
Thank you. I'll see you next week in my swimming stuff.
Being kind of semi-gracious, but ruining it there at the end.
Goodbye, everyone.
We'll see you again next Friday. Here is some Mighty Mouth now. La 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 featuring Soa.